if we now would have this same panel that we're having today in 12 months, I know a lot is happening in the Web3, in the crypto sphere. What would you think that will have changed the most in, let's say, user behavior? And I will go to Haf first.
I think recovery needs to become like a shared responsibility. So if we want to see better adoption and the industry to mature, it shouldn't just be on the users, because we're kind of seeing that that isn't scalable long term, and it's the one part people don't like. So I think more wallets need to begin offering like social, multi-device, or even biometrics-based recovery. But the users can still maintain the level of control that we have. It's just we're supporting them in being able to like self-custody better. I think if we can strike that balance, which I can see kind of a shift in the industry towards now anyway, I think that's what will take us to like a higher adoption stage. I think similarly as well, like account abstraction needs to become the norm. So users also don't need to worry about their keys. All they have to think about is access. And again, linking back to what I said earlier, like recovery should just feel like something as simple as like logging into an app, rather than having to solve like a complex puzzle or having to look through your house for like 4 hours trying to find a piece of paper. I think we just now need to design knowing that these things aren't working for mainstream users, and find like new ways of kind of merging safety but also like freedom together.
Thank you, Haf. Well, Tin, what do you think? What will, if we do the panel again in 12 months, what will have changed the most in user behavior?
Yeah, so if I had to like predict what would happen in 12 months, or on the other side, what I think or what I wish that we can talk about in 12 months are two separate things, obviously. If I had to predict, I honestly don't think that I can predict like 2 weeks in advance when it comes to Web3, because 1 week in Web3 feels like a year in Web2, of how things are changing and how fast the user behavior changes, especially from their expectations of money-making opportunities when it comes to trading, airdrops, NFTs, meme coins. I've seen it all in the past 5 years. So yes, if I would be very, very much afraid of predict how would users actually act, or what would they expect from products in 12 months time. But what I would like for them to achieve in those 12 months would definitely be that that education part of things, and of course security part of things, where I sincerely hope that we, through our incentives and initiatives, will be able to educate people more on how to use the whole Solana ecosystem safely and securely. So I'm honestly hoping then that in 12 months time I would be able to say, okay, more than 80% of our users are now fully educated, fully onboarded in a way that we think it's proper, and our products and features are actually helping them to achieve that feeling of security in the whole crypto ecosystem. So that is my wish. And of course, from a Solflare standpoint, I obviously in a year's time definitely see Solflare as that self-custody product that you need for your financial independence, and of course for Solflare cards to be a great part of that self-custody journey. So yeah, that would be my answer, like prediction versus my wishes wise when it comes to that.
Thank you, Tin. Okay, Gerard, it's your turn.
I will do it very quickly. So I think that has a reason in the terms that for engaging new people, we need to simplify their life. And self-custody for many Web3 users, they don't care too much. They will go with account abstraction. They are giving away their self-custody, but they have a simple way to access systems for doing small things. But I also envision that these people, when they become more mature and more knowledgeable about the value of Web3, crypto, how they can be independent from the system, etc., they will move to the self-custody model. And this is where Team and Solflare and other wallets will have their space. And in that case is where education about how to protect, because you are responsible of your own assets. You cannot ask, hey, give me another password. That the education about security, how to manage things is very important. And I expect that in 12 months we will see more people aware of security, of self custody, or how to protect and back up their seed phrases. How there are solutions like Secrets Vault that simplify their life, and others maybe will come, and that will make, I guess, the system more, let's say, resilient to hackers and to bad guys that are trying to exploit the people, right? At the end, abuse people from their, and because they don't know all the things that they can suffer or do with in Web3.